Let's stake our claim and at least find out where we got to start. If it's howling too hard, then we just have to call it. We're this far already, so we may as well go.
Chris is now chasing the fish and takes his team on another treacherous crack, crossing onto unfamiliar ice.
And people don't understand how cold it is, why we're all fuzzed up and unkept. He's checking a crack. Here's where we crossed the other day. I'm waiting for him to tell me what to do here. Oh. There you are. Flat crack opened up.
A flat crack is a chunk of ice that moves independently of the larger ice sheet. Any weight on it can cause it to sink out of sight, taking anything or anyone with it.
That crack is right to shore. You can see it's going to go for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. And the further you go, the more dangerous it gets because you're into the current, where it's deep and fast. How bad is this? Hang on, Marcus. Oh. Made it. The safest distance is a long way around.
If Chris sets nets in this new location, the fish have to be there. Traveling this far out costs time and money, so it has to pay off in fish.
I don't know how far we can go. I don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, we could try to get a couple in. Look at it on the ice.
Chris calls on some otherworldly help to find a good fishing spot.
There's a boat coming.
No, we're hailing Odin. We want more fish.
In Norse mythology, Odin is revered as a god of war, magic, and inspiration. He's also a protector of heroes and relentless pursuer of wisdom. Having friends in high places is never a bad thing when you're fishing on Lake Winnipeg.
Well, you're going to the wrong guy.
We need fish. Gotta lighten the moment. Stick her in, buddy. How much water you got? I'd like to know what the bottom's like.
Chris checks the depth and tastes the anchor.
It's only 24 feet.
It's enough. I'll go half a net. I'm gonna go just a little more because I don't like the bottom.
Oh, he's trying to see what the bottom is, if it's either clay or if it's a little bit sandy. And that'll tell him more or less what the feed will be traveling through. So that's why he wants to move. It'll be a little more sandy the closer we are to shore and rocky, then we'll get a little more muddy. And there'll be a little more water as well.
The crew preps to begin setting a series of test nets.
You come around, I'll pass it to you. Off you go.
You want me to do the whole thing or what?
Yeah, let's see how long it is. Keeps turning.
It used to turn the other way.
It's gotta be the current.
They lay the groundwork to test the waters.
If there's current from there, then there's open water somewhere. The sundogs are out, and the horn of Odin is blowing. All the stars are in line. We're gonna get some fish.
With new nets and a new location, Chris is gambling that Odin has heard his plea. Will the gamble pay off?
So today's our first full day using the lifter, the auger, because the ice has been thin enough to just use a hand auger. I got 8 to do.
75 kilometers north of Gimli. After a dismal day lifting in Husavik, Mike and Justin have high hopes for their first lift in Hekla.
Net feels extremely heavy, so I hope that means there's fish.
We're just happy to be able to get out here already. It's already the middle of December, which in our minds is late already. The pressure's on.
Grab some tubs.
We got about 25,000 pounds total we want to catch yet.
I think this is a 3.5.
That lake could open up overnight and then you're just done.
Oh, there's something.
There's a few fish.
Start picking.
Jeez. There's no place for the pickerel to fit. Tulipi.
8,000 of them. The amount of tulipi we're picking is no way. There's no value, no market for it in the winter.
Look at that.
One pickerel, 30 tulipi.
You wanted to pick fish.
Now I'm picking fish, not making any money.
It's a mixed bag. Whitefish is heavy with tulipi.
First net up is our smallest one we can. It yielded a 1.5 tubs of pickerel, which is normally excellent after 4 days, except for the fact I picked a couple 100 pounds of tulipi.
At this time of year, tulipi and other rough fish are almost worthless to commercial fishermen. deal with them is time-consuming and unprofitable.
That net probably took us 45 minutes to lift. We're gonna be out here forever.
Okay, this is a 5 1/4, which we've never fished. Look at that.
Back in Hecla, Justin and Mike's first net was swamped with worthless tulabi. They need this next net to pay off.
Wow, I was expecting
I didn't know what to expect.
Look at that, whitefish and pickerel. Holy,
No tulabi.
that's what I'm talking about.
Get some weight on the quota. This is fine. We haven't fished big nets in years, so
It's like someone threw a switch. Fewer tulabi and way more of the good stuff.
Yeehaw, eh?
finally. This is Christmas coming early. I can make my payment.
Holy
Feels weird to come catch fish, eh? Instead of around all day.
The catch is an eye-opener for Justin and Mike. Concentrating their efforts in Hecla is a no-brainer. But with great reward comes increased risk.
I'll talk to him on the way home, but I think we're gonna move the caboose and the rest of the equipment up here. I'm gonna wait till we get a few days of cold weather before I drive farther. It's deep here and there's tons of current here. So if you fall in, it's not like at home, you don't sink like a stone, you go in and you're gone. I don't need to figure out what that's like. So.
Not a bad ratio for 5 nets. I was gonna be happy with 8 out of 8. I got 15 out of 5 so far. I haven't had that in years and years of fishing. So take this to the truck, get some more lids and tubs and keep trucking, I guess. Definitely worth the day. Yesterday we froze in a net. That means nothing now. This fishing's unbelievable. Don't tell anybody. Home stretch. God damn it. It's always something, eh? Always some headache.
Trevor's day of testing his new equipment has fallen short of his expectations.
The problem is I probably romanticize the bombardier so much, you know? It's the thing that everybody likes to see on the lake. It's cool old technology. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the future, but the headaches are just adding up and the bills are adding up and it's just driving me crazy. It's not sustainable to have to deal with these sort of issues every day. It's just got me thinking, you know, after I've dropped so much money into this, like where am I really going with all of this, you know?
Now I'm gonna go start drilling.
It's a new day in Hecla.
I'll drill for us heading in, then save things last time heading out.
Having hit the mother lode on their first lift up north,
Holy, that's heavy.
Justin and Mike are back, hoping for repeat business.
This one's the one we're gonna switch out, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we say that, maybe the tulabi will die down. Well, after last week being probably one of the most successful lifts we've had, we're back out here. We're only letting these sit maybe 4 days.
So we're gonna lift the gang of nets we lifted for the first time last week again and hope that it wasn't a one-time thing.
I am sick of picking these things. Only week 2.
And we'll see, maybe today there won't be much tulabi, maybe there's pickerel in it, then it can stay, I don't know. Not much whitefish.
No. Good, maybe the next net will just be all jumbo. We got 18 out of 8, which for us, that's probably the best I've had on opening lift in years. So I didn't tell anybody. We came, snuck a few more nets in, and hopefully we're gonna do maybe even better today. So
The biggest thing today is to try to get through these 8 nets without anything breaking. It's cold today.
where do you go in this lake and just find medium fish without catching this tulabi?
Yeah, a lot of them were medium.
Yeah, these whitefish just aren't big though.
No.
For sure the coldest day we've ran all the equipment this year, so we'll know if there's any kinks in anything today, I think.
It's messy.
Some good ones, but this just needs to come out. This is too much picking.
You know, small little gangs might be what our season's gonna be in Hecla.
A gang is a string of nets, each connected to the next.
Look at that clump.
I know, it's just unbelievable. Hands are worn out after one net. There's so much fish, it's so goddamn tangled.
I don't know.
I don't care. If the fish keep coming out of the hole, I don't care.
The thing starts to stick again.
I think it's because you got no...
I know, I can't let off because it's gonna stall, the clutch is sticking again.
See, when that clutch sticks, it's like you got no power, eh? It's...
No, well yeah, that's why I got
Yeah.
stuck, I think.
The boys' good fortune has hit a snag.
Take that side.
I think we'll move the sled though over there, some bullshit. This clutch here is sticking and lake fix. You want the hammer for my sled?
Yeah. Another typical day of breaking. There's a little piece inside the clutch that's supposed to move in and out, and it's kind of stuck all the way out, so it's kind of like starting your truck in third gear. There's no power in it. I can't keep using it like that. I'll probably end up blowing the motor if I keep doing that, so.
What do we do last
Give me a piece of wood.
Not moving at all this time, eh?
Freezing day. Clearly this is going home today.
Yeah, it only breaks when it's cold out.
Why?
Are you praying down there, or what are you doing?
What's the point? God hates me, so.
With one sled unable to pull, Justin and Mike are in trouble. The combined weight of the lifting caboose and the huge haul of fish is too much for one machine.
F***ing around.
You can never have a day where you don't around. This is bullshit. A dead sled up in Heckler.
Do you want to move this up with that snowmobile?
And then go
Then I'll
drill.
quickly go get the trailer and try to put this on.
Well, and then when you go get on the horn of ordering a new clutch, because this snowmobile's without it, so.
F***ing around.
Constant around.
The plan now is for Justin to limp the ailing sled back to and order a new clutch, while Mike continues to fish.
This is where a guy starts drinking. You think you got the whole operation figured out, then all of a sudden, nothing goes right.
Today only emphasizes how critical it is.
I want the Bombardier because if we had that, this wouldn't be a problem. At least we could keep the fish warm. That's the biggest problem. It's freezing out today, and you can't have the fish frozen when you ship it to the market, so.
Had the same issue on that sled last year. We blew a clutch. We've been kind of limping it along, doing the lake fix of trying to hit the primary clutch back in with that f***ing hammer, but.
As Mike fishes, Justin reaches out to the local snowmobile dealer.
This is no good. Like, I can't do this with one snowmobile. Okay, well, when you go back in there after lunch, put one aside or whatever, I'm gonna probably be back this afternoon. Just make sure, confirm there's one in your hand.
Sometimes these parts that should be in stock aren't anymore, and in Hecla with only one sled, you want to talk about having a slow day.
That's only 780 bucks. Right on. Not 780 bucks worth of fish in here, that's for sure.
We are moving slow with one snowmobile. We don't have a backup that could pull anything. We don't have a Bombardier yet. We needed to lift these 8 nets, especially with the fish that we got out of it. What the hell?
The boys will finish the day by leaving their caboose on the ice in order to get their catch safely home.
Not only are we having a f***ing day with the snowmobile and everything else, now we run into a dead net? Like, I don't get it.
Wage fish.
Come on, come on, come on, pick the roll. Need to pay for the clutch somehow. That's it. The kids get no Christmas presents. Gotta buy a clutch.
Yep. What'd you get me for Christmas?
What did Dad get you? A clutch.
Next time on Ice Vikings.
Here we go.
We're gotta go where no man's gone before.
It'll be a little tough to see the trail today. Look at the weather right now, and they say we're in for some changes. Well, I hope this is not the changes.
Oh, the curse net. Oh my God.
Can I stop? We're on a crack.
Once we get across the channel, then phew.
I went through. Yeah, my foot wing leg.